Our planet holds secrets buried deep within its rocky layers. These are stories of worlds long vanished, worlds teeming with creatures so strange and magnificent they defy our modern imagination. To understand them is to embark on a journey back through deep time, peeling back the millennia like pages in an ancient book. We often think of dinosaurs as the ultimate prehistoric giants, but life's creativity did not end with them. Long after their reign, other giants walked the earth, and their stories are just as compelling. They are echoes from a lost world, whispers carried on the winds of geologic time, inviting us to listen and to wonder at the sheer diversity of life this planet has nurtured. Imagine standing on a grassy plain, not today, but millions of years in the past. The air feels different, perhaps a little warmer, a little wilder. The sounds are unfamiliar, the calls of birds you have never heard. The world 3.2 million years ago, caught between balmy greenhouse conditions and the impending chill of the ice ages. This period, known as the Pliocene epoch, was dynamic and fascinating. The continents were close to their present-day positions. The climate was warmer and wetter than today. Vast forests stretched across regions now arid, and grasslands expanded. Many modern animal families were establishing themselves, often in larger, more formidable forms. The Pliocene climate was a mosaic of environments. Higher latitudes cooled, heralding glaciations to come. In the mid-latitudes where our giant bird lived, the land resembled an African savanna with a distinctly Eurasian flavor. Broad, open plains, woodlands, and riverine forests provided a rich variety of food and shelter. Seasons were less pronounced, milder winters and long, warm summers. This stable, productive environment allowed life to flourish and grow to impressive size, a cradle for giants. One of the era's great events was the formation of the Isthmus of Panama. It connected North and South America, triggering the Great American Biotic Interchange. Animals evolved in isolation suddenly met, competed, and migrated. While our giant bird was in Eurasia and not directly involved, the reshuffling shows how dynamic the Pliocene world was. Ecosystems shifted on continental scales, setting the stage for species we see today, including our own ancestors. The atmosphere held higher CO2, fueling plant growth and supporting massive herbivores. From the smallest rodents to the largest mammoths, all were part of a complex food web, and into this rich, changing world our giant bird was born. Imagine a bird that stands taller than a basketball hoop. A bird so heavy it would tip the scales against 3 adult men. This was Pachystruthio dmanisensis, the giant ostrich of the Pliocene, one of the largest birds ever, about 3.5 meters tall, up to 450 kilograms. A true heavyweight, its name literally means stout ostrich. The familiar ostrich plan, but with unprecedented bulk and power, not slender and graceful like today's ostrich. Its leg bones were massive, the femur especially thick and robust, far beyond height demands. Built not just for running, but for stability and power. A massive feathered body, likely for insulation and display, much like modern relatives. A small head on a long, flexible neck with panoramic vision to spot predators across open plains. Modern ostriches can reach 70 kilometers per hour. Pachystruthio's mass suggests slower, but estimates still around 50. Its size and strength made it a threat, not merely prey. Fossils come from sites like Taurida Cave in Crimea, layers shared with early humans. A shared world of humans and giant birds, true megafauna, and equal among Pliocene giants. Not just an overgrown ostrich, but a unique evolutionary experiment that reshapes how we view birds in ancient food webs. The Pliocene sun rises over the Eurasian steppe, casting long shadows across the grasslands. A small flock of Pachystruthio begins to stir, nights spent in cautious, watchful groups. As the air warms, the giants rise to their imposing height. Their day is simple but vital. Find food, find water, avoid becoming food. They move with deliberate purpose, long necks scanning like periscopes. They pluck leaves, graze on tough grasses, dig for roots and tubers, and likely swallow gastroliths to grind fibrous plants. A creature this size needs vast amounts of food, yet flocks keep visual contact. They likely laid enormous eggs in simple scrapes, both parents guarding, often the drabber male taking night shifts. A 450-kilogram parent's kick is lethal to egg thieves, foxes, rival birds. Chicks walk almost immediately, yet remain desperately vulnerable. Water is life, and danger. Predators lurk at the reeds, so the giants approach with extreme caution. They drink quickly, then return to the safety of the open plain. Daily life balances needs with risks from fierce carnivores. It is a life of vigilance, a testament to survival. As darkness falls, many eyes keep watch until dawn returns. The sheer size of Pachystruthio was its primary defense. In a world of giant hyenas and saber-toothed cats, being a 1,000-pound giant mattered. A cornered adult would not be easy prey, its kicks devastatingly powerful. Each two-toed foot bore a large claw, turning legs into formidable weapons. A single forward strike could disembowel an attacker. Awareness was the best defense. The open plains gave long sightlines. From nearly 12 feet up, threats could be seen long before they closed. Living in flocks multiplied vigilance. Ambush became unlikely. One call and the flock moved or formed a wall of legs and claws. Adults were relatively safe, the young were not. Survival hinged on parental defense. As a generalist herbivore, it wasn't tied to one food source. It thrived within large familiar ranges, learning water, cover, and escape paths. Adaptable and vigilant, it kept the energy flowing to power a massive body. Pachystruthio did not roam alone. It grazed alongside ancient horses, Equus stenonis, and early mammoths like Mammuthus meridionalis, Civatheres, deer, antelope like bovids, an ecosystem like the Serengeti with different actors. Predators watched. Pachystruthio bravurostris, the largest hyena ever, with bone-crushing jaws. Packs threatened the young, sick, or old. Cooperative hunters kept birds alert. Homotherium, the scimitar-toothed cat, fast, active, built for open ground. A solitary bird could be a tempting target. Surprisingly, Homo erectus shared these lands. Dmanisensis fossils prove it. Our ancestors, small, simple tools in hand, looked up in awe. They may have scavenged eggs or hunted chicks, never a full adult. Shared existence, a deep ancient connection between our story and the past. The world of Pachystruthio was defined as much by plants as by animals. A slightly warmer, wetter climate supported a lush botanical tapestry, the ecosystem's foundation. A landscape mosaic, dominated by expansive grasslands studded with hardy shrubs and trees. Short and tall grasses fed gazelles, mammoths, and our giant bird. Woodland patches and riverine forests followed rivers and streams. Oaks, poplars, pistachios offered shade and new foods. With its long neck, Pachystruthio browsed leaves and fruits beyond smaller grazers' reach. Grazing the plains and browsing the groves ensured food across seasons. Grasses ruled the open landscapes. Tough, silica-rich blades met their match in strong gizzards. Seasonal fruiting brought bursts of energy for those who could reach. Plant biomass powered immense herds, and in turn, formidable predators. This ancient garden was both larder and refuge. Its structure set the rules of survival. The story of Pachystruthio is a triumph of paleontology. For years, giant bird fragments across Eurasia puzzled scientists. In 2019, Dr. Nikita Zelenkov's team reported a nearly complete femur from Taurida Cave. Its length impressed, but its stoutness stunned. By comparison with living and extinct birds, mass estimates reached about 450 kilograms, one of the heaviest birds ever, and the largest known from the northern hemisphere. Named for connections to the Dmanisi site in Georgia. Geology and associated fossils fixed its age, roughly 2.5 to 3.5 million years ago. Pollen, seeds, and animal bones rebuilt a detailed environment, deep time forensics. Finding the bird with early human fossils hints at coexistence and competition for resources. Perhaps our ancestors learned to find eggs and to avoid a giant's kick. Reflecting on Pachystruthio is more than curiosity. It reveals evolution's power. This giant bird shows how varied and spectacular life can be. An 11-foot, 1,000-pound bird crossing European plains challenges our assumptions. But much was lost. Cooling climates and human pressures led many giants to extinction. The record is incomplete. Mysteries remain. Feather colors, sounds, social lives. Were adults dangerous to humans, or simply too large to be troubled by us? Every new discovery solves one riddle and reveals another. Learning about Pachystruthio connects us to life's grand narrative and fosters humility. We are part of a very long story that can continue with care. The echoes of giants teach us about the past and our responsibility for the future.